Okay, guys, so like I've been getting a little bit picky, and I know that's like a good habit to have for applications and stuff, and within your career, obviously lashing and stuff like this, right? I'm very picky. I'm very like, nope, if I can make it, I'm making it happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, so even with my back, which I probably should be doing nothing, but I haven't been. I've been sitting, you know, painting the walls inside my head like 100 million times. But anyway, you know, boredom's been getting of me. But as you can see, this last set, I had a bit of a rough run. And I don't know if it's my back, if it was luck, whether it was perhaps maybe a bit of laziness or something. Anyway, so I'm just showing you what they're like. Okay, so I went in hospital, came back out of hospital, needed to do my thing. Like a week or two out or such. Anyway, I tried these removal things, which I love. And these are obviously my natural nails. As you see these little white lines, by the way, see that one I'm just touching? That is when the acrylic is still adhered to the nail, because I thought my the gel these things here, these gel removers, which by the way do take off your gel coat and a little bit of the acrylic with a drill, and I just left it on for 15 minutes. I had quite a thin, I don't like do these huge ass apexes and stuff. My product's quite thin. I like it about the the depth of like a credit card. They're much more flawless and stuff, but as you see, like, I don't have any damages to my nails, like rings of fire and stuff, but because I only buff out, I don't majorly nail file down the nail upon an application, right? As you see, my nails are really, really healthy and everything, but those lines are, from me, when I was taking this last set off, showing that, you know, they're actually still adhered. So those are actually like pockets of air, those white lines. So just be really careful and make sure that they really come off. So obviously I removed that set and my natural nails. I actually left for 24 hours and I freaking ripped one of them doing my freaking hair in the shower because of my back. I was kind of rushing because my back was hurting. So I obviously put on a new lay just because I have a few more weeks until my back's sorted. I've been home 3 weeks now. This video is 3 weeks home. Well, coming on, sorry, two weeks, like fucking 8 days. I was like, you know, so it had been a little bit since my nails were done, and I was craving doing them because I saw so many faults with my last set. And I mean, like, I've done sets that are stunning and they've lasted like over a month, you know, and I don't know, I've just got really unlucky, I suppose. I don't even know what the fuck you call it. Anyway, so I did this set, which I have on right now, the one I'm showing you, and I apologize about my video because I'm still fucking really shit at this. But like, I'm getting there. But yeah, one of my other sets, I didn't like how the clear NSI came out, so I did that set before I went into the hospital. And I had a bit of lifting and stuff like this, and yeah, I ended up, you can see them in the other videos, but I'm like missing work really badly, and like all my, you know, normal days, they're so quiet at the moment because of my back. It's just a little bit like depressing. No, it's really not. It's really normal, but you know, I just get bored. So, I've been trying to, like, you know, do a lot of my work in my mind. I'm also like psychology as my career, if you haven't known and see this video like 10 years later, what have you. So I have been doing a lot of my own therapy designs and practicing a lot of meditation and like psychological health you know, notions, because like having back surgery, like it's totally, like I've had to take pretty much this whole year off from the surgery itself. It's just from July at the moment until now. We're mid-August. So already 1 month since on that alone, but I was actually 4 months prior the op, permanent, like, well, not, sorry, excuse me, nerve, issues, permanent nerve compression at that time from like April. I've been working the last like 20 years, like fucking hell. But So it's really, really odd to like not do anything. It's like one thing I am actually finding a little bit like funny. So, I sort of couldn't help myself, and I went and picked up my kit and set it up. But I did do it in segments. So I did the night before the nail removal, and left it, chilled out. Obviously, went to sleep and blah blah blah. And then the next day, I did like my nails in segments, like this here. Like I did one hand first, and then I did this hand on camera because I'm not even set up in my space at the moment because I've actually got a friend staying up in my bus, where all my stuff's stored and everything is. So yeah, I kind of like had to just kind of make do in the kitchen. So that's okay because like it was something nice for me because I was a little bit bored and stuff. And I mean, like, I create non-stop in my head, and that's what gets quite difficult is when you can't actually go and do it. Like, I can sit there all day and think about 100 million things like I do normally. I'm normally very busy in my career with my beauty business, my cleaning business, and my study within psychology and neuro. So I just obviously finished my degrees this year, if you haven't been following. And I had to drop out my honours until next year because of my back, because my back fucking hit me in April and we finished in June. And I was meant to start in July my honours by just personal preference. I didn't have to, right? But I just wanted to because I had a few rough years moving and stuff like this. So I was like really game keen to kind of get it out the way, I suppose, or like get into it because I was so excited about it. But yeah, so it's going to be next year now. So now I've got this whole year off to just paint walls in my brain. So it's a little bit like, a little boring. But especially when you're like me, creative as, and you just want to go and do stuff. So it's a bit funny. But I ended up going and doing, obviously, this set. And it was all right. It wasn't too bad on my back. I couldn't sit all day and do nails all day at the moment, though. Holy moly. Probably start doing that again next year after I move. So we'll see. But I do sort of apologise about some of my videoing again in this video. I was honestly just trying to make it work, I suppose. Within my personal endeavour of the day, and within what I could do with where everything was set up at home, because I've literally everything's just packed in the hallway of so it's like everything's just fucking everywhere, and I got some friends staying and stuff because they helped me with my back, and I'm doing really, really good now, 3 weeks on, coming on to 4 weeks, so I can move around and stuff. I drove and stuff like this. It's just have to be really careful and just got a pillow and, resting and doing, no lifting and stuff like that. I'm not doing any lifting and things like so. I'm just, cruising really. So it's a little bit it's pretty chill, but it's a little bit, hardcore still to do some things, but versus, the other week, honestly, fucking, I couldn't even get out of bed. When I left the hospital, I was walking, it took me half an hour to walk, 15 metres, fucking straight up. It was so hardcore. I was, making all these jokes to the nurses, we're gonna be here forever, because, it took so long to get from the physio area in the hospital, which was 2 doors down from my ward, and get back. But I started to get really mobile. I'm walking without crutches and all that sort of stuff now. I can actually weight bear, and the scar is really gorgeous and healed up mint. I won't put it on here in case some of you are grossed out by that sort of stuff. But so it's all cool. I'll get back to it and stuff. But I'm just, I had a bit of a bad run, I suppose, with my lays and stuff. I don't know. We're just going to have to keep going and see what we'll see what ends up happening, right? Within my thing, I'm really trying to be really careful and practice tons. I've been trying some new paints and stuff, which I'll show some images of, but I'm already not liking them. On the set, I'm already picking them apart, so it's a bit rough. I'm trying not to. They look okay, but I don't know, I suppose when you got a mind like mine, I just see what it can be, and I just want to do that so bad. So, you know, it's a bit rough, but I'll show you, I'll show in the next clips when I redo these ones, because, yeah, I'm already finding flaws in them, and I've just been overlaying onto my, natural nails, because my natural nails are really long, and I've never really had them this long, to be honest. Like, I don't really like long nails, but because I'm not working right now, and I'm just at home, it gives me a chance to work on my painting, gives me a chance to understand how my body's working with sitting hours and painting, and how long and how I'm sort of feeling upon those sort of experiences as well. So it's beneficial in its ways, but it's a bit like, you know, a bit rough at the same time. Some of my work is, you know, I feel like it's not what it should be, but, you know, that's probably just me being a ningwong, like, you know, freaking my friends like, oh my god, they look perfect, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my god, you don't know how many faults I can see in them. And like, the person doesn't even say it, but I can see like a little, like, you know, eyelash hair mistake or something. I don't know, you know, something so minor. And I suppose as a nail technician, you're seeing, you know what I mean, like us nail techs, you just you can see every single little imperfection. It's quite mad. But yeah, so even then, I've managed to get my nails done a couple of times over these few weeks. I probably should have just left them, because, you know, naughty Sarah doing things when she's probably supposed to be sleeping. I should have really caught up on all the sleep that I've missed over the last 6 years. But I can't, you know what I mean? I can't, my brain doesn't work that way. I'm up at the break of fucking dawn and I'm off, mate. But anyway, so really enjoying this NSI product. I'm going to get some more because I've been using it like crazy, because it's lovely. Really liking the sensitive monomer. I am quite impressed. It's actually really lovely. Like, they feel really nice when they're on. Like, the actual product feels really stunning. It doesn't feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, you can just tell that it's like, it's nice stuff. So yeah, definitely liking it. Definitely recommend it. Also, I'm going to try some other products probably this year coming, but as you see, it's just a classic acrylic overlay. I hadn't filed at this point, and I was just mucking around, touching shit that I could see. I had to file down my fuck you finger a little bit more on my left hand because it was quite thick. But my thumb, that's the sort of depth I want to sort of be, like the nice and natural like. But like they're okay. If you can see that staining too on my nails, I showed earlier in the video that there was nothing underneath my nails. I'm fucking so clean. It's kind of probably not good because, you know, you're supposed to pick up bacteria for your immune system. But anyway, but yeah, it's actually like on the top of my nail. It's actually from, I'm not sure, something that's like, maybe something that's got stuck to the top of my nail. I'm not sure, but it's actually not underneath. So that's kind of fucking rad. But anyway, so this is what they looked like. And then I painted them to this, and it looks so good, but I'm going to post a little thingy in between and show you where all the problems are, because I'm just funny like that. And yeah, I really like these colours. I tried the powders, which took me a moment to figure that out, but they came out okay. Not bad, but see you in the next one.